If you're looking to buy a health insurance plan and you live and work in Singapore, then you have one of a couple of options. You either have an onshore solution, which would be an insurance company that is licensed in Singapore, or an offshore solution, whereby you're buying it from an insurance company outside of Singapore. Our recommendation would always be to buy the onshore solution. The reason is that this is going to be a Singapore company regulated by the MAS, the Monetary Authority of Singapore, and therefore is going to be tightly controlled, and your interests as a consumer are going to be very protected. Today, many of the leading international health insurance companies have onshore solutions in Singapore that are regulated. Companies such as Bupa, Interglobal, Cigna, etc. Our job as an intermediary is to help you find the right solution. So what we would normally do is we would work with people who are coming to Singapore, so a foreigner is moving from America or Europe and coming to live in Singapore. We would then spend some time with them understanding their needs and what they're looking for. We would then go away and survey the insurance companies we work with and the plans that they have and come back to our clients with the right solution. It's very important, if you're looking for value for money, that you buy the right insurance solution. The reason is that health insurance plans today are very modular. So if you're buying parts of the coverage which aren't important to you, then the plan's obviously going to be much more expensive. There are other things to also consider outside the coverage itself. Things such as pre-existing conditions, renewability for life, portability back home. Let's take them one by one. Pre-existing conditions. If you suffer from a pre-existing condition, let's say hypertension or cholesterol, then getting that covered under the plan is going to be very important. And our job as an intermediary is to help you find an insurer that will do that. Another thing would be portability back home. So if you are living and working in Singapore, but let's say your assignment comes to an end and you want to move back to another country, so you're going to move back to, let's say, America, or you're going to move back to the UK, there are health insurance solutions you can take with you, which means your pre-existing are still going to be covered. Or perhaps you're partly pregnant, you're halfway through the pregnancy. If you have to change insurer at that point, you're going to be in trouble. Whereas if you can take the plan with you, then obviously that's much better. The last thing would be renewability. We basically focus on insurers who are going to offer you guaranteed renewability. There's a recent scenario in Singapore where Aviva shut down some of its individual health insurance plans and no longer offered renewal. They did the same thing in Hong Kong. Fortunately for those in Singapore, Bupa stepped in and offered renewal, although the terms were different and the premiums were significantly increased. Our job as an intermediary is to help you find an insurer with guaranteed renewability. So regardless of the status of your health or where you live, you can continue to keep the plan in force. So if you're a foreigner and you're living in Singapore or you're moving to Singapore, why not talk to us? We'd be happy to help and advise you.